You ever see rain that's falling, but it's actually evaporating before it makes it to the ground? That's what it looks like. What happens when you forget that you have cinnamon rolls? They fell out of a grocery bag in the car, so I rescued them from the car at least and thought, I'll bring them in and then I'll do something with them. And but when you get cinnamon rolls in a can and then they get hot, they explode. And yeah, and they go everywhere. So yeah, lesson learned, don't forget about the cinnamon rolls. Alright, got a lot of work done today. A lot of work. So feel good about it. Got a lot accomplished. Nothing interesting video-wise, but just a lot of just manual work, filling orders, and a lot of boring stuff. Now we're actually headed home to get ready, and we're gonna go meet my parents out at a restaurant to grab something to eat and see how they're doing, and that's about it. Not a very vloggable day. I do know, however, that tomorrow we have a chance for severe weather, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm actually going to look tonight to see if we have a chance of anything coming in tonight that might generate some lightning. I haven't got to do lightning photography in a really long time. It's one of my favorite things to do, and we haven't had really good storms that were, very photogenic, I guess you'd say, since like 2012. In 2012 we had some great electrical storms come through that were, we could get lightning photographs just constantly. We would have shots where 5 or 6 bolts hit the ground, in one exposure. And that's not happened since 2012. I know we've not really had, and there was no rain to have to deal with. Stayed in the vehicle. Even got to do, I think though 2014 got to do some live broadcasts with Meerkat. It might have been 2015, probably 2015 with Meerkat. I actually got to do some live broadcasts where we were out doing lightning photography. That was a lot of fun. So people actually get to see behind the scenes of how everything worked. So that was a lot of fun. But if there's anything like that coming along, I'll bring you guys with me. Alright, so not a lot going on today, as I'm sure you can tell. It's about 11:16 at night. I've been catching up on some work here at the studio. Went and grabbed something to eat with the family. Came back here and started just kind of catching up on a few things that are very time consuming. Tomorrow's probably going to be a little bit crazy. I got a lot of random appointments going on, and I figure a lot of people will be in and out. But tonight I was wanting to come here and get some data entry work and stuff done that's kind of tedious, and I didn't want any distraction while I was working on it. But I can share some of it with you now that I've gotten a good part of it done. Another thing that I do here that I don't talk about very often, well, it's just another thing that we do is build applications. Working on an app right now for Arts and McNary here in Selmer. This was part of a placement grant that the state did, and we qualified for top funding for this app. It's going to be a walking trail downtown. It's McNary Trail of Music Legends. And it's an application you can download for your smartphone, your tablet. Works on Android, works on Apple, iOS. You can see right now when the app loads in, you've got a screen that'll come up, a little splash screen that comes up. And then you've actually got slides here that play. These are some of the inductees of the past, and you've got a little bar up here at the top that you can select. It pulls up your menu. You got trail markers, event calendar. This is really cool. You've actually got some of the music that we're able to put in here. Some of the albums are here from some of the inductees, and some of this stuff is really, really old. And you can go in here and listen to original recordings from your smartphone or tablet. But it's pretty cool because you can go back and listen to some of this stuff as in its original vinyl state. These albums were recorded in Eastview, Tennessee, a lot of them. So as we get to add them into the library, people will be able to actually go into the application here and listen to them, and you know, get to enjoy them and learn about them too, as we get to learn more information about the music and the artists. There's also the YouTube channel for Arts and McNary is available, and then you've got Hall of Legends where you can actually go through, and there's photographs and information on different artists from McNary County and that have actually played a part in the McNary County music scene. And you can actually thumb through these archived photographs. And I've got like a glass protection screen over my phone, and it just doesn't work very well. So another cool feature. You can actually, we have our social media pages linked in, our local websites are linked in, with Arts and McNary, McNary County Tourism, and the Rockabilly Highway Revival pages. You can visit those. You actually go to trail markers at the top. This is actually like a virtual tour. There are physical markers being placed downtown. Their markers are going to be unveiled this year, but you can actually go in here and pick out a particular marker and go in and view that artist and read their information, read their biography and everything, and how they actually affected the music culture and everything here in McNary County. There's also going to be, this is still under construction. I'm still adding in stuff, but we're going to have our downtown restaurants that serve our famous slow burgers are going to be added in. And then we're going to add in historical points of interest. So if there's other places that people might find interesting to tour downtown. So that's another project we're working on right now. You can go to the App Store and download it for iOS or Android. You can search McNary, and you can find pretty much all the applications, I believe, that we've developed here. There's one also for historic downtown Selmer today. The city of Selmer actually had us generate an app. I'll pull that one up here too. And as you can see here, it's got the little logo there where it says Visit Selmer. And when you pull that screen up, you got the Rockabilly splash screen. That was inspired by one of our murals here downtown. But then you've got map that's got all kinds of information, shopping and services, restaurants, all that kind of stuff for the downtown Selmer area. We'll pull up, And then you've also got, this one actually has a lot of information in it, as you can see. And you can actually turn off layers if you want to by clicking the bottom colors on the map. Like I said, my phone's not working that great with this glass protection screen I put on it. I want to get rid of this thing because it's actually not responding very well. As you can see right here, it took a very light drop to crack that protection screen. The screen underneath it's okay, but and that was the idea, I guess, was to protect the screen, but it's made my phone very non-responsive. But there's an event calendar in here that's got information in it, and then there's photo galleries from different events and different places in downtown that you can go through. And there's a lot of really good information. There's a weather application in here which is very accurate. And the cool thing is you can actually select a day, like in the 7-day forecast here, and then you could scroll through that day by hour, and it gives you a breakdown of the weather, and it's extremely accurate. You got information about the city, QR scanner, a tip calculator, Twitter feed for the city, local newspapers are listed, school calendar, car dealerships, real estate agents, church directory, city departments, and that right there is probably one of the key things. Fire department, utilities, parks and recreation, building and property. You've got all this information right here for the folks that live here. You know, it's just really quick. Industries, so we've got a lot of manufacturing and industries in here, like General Electric and connector castings, and so there's all that kind of information. You can also drop a pin when you're out of town when you park your car with the Find My Car application. And then when you go into a mall or to a store or whatever, and you come back out and you wonder where you parked, you can actually find your car on the map and go straight to it. It can actually help you locate your car. So that's a handy little feature. And then there's a notepad built in for just taking down random notes and stuff like that. Pretty handy little app. It's got a lot of little cool features and stuff in it. It's free as well. You can search Selmer, and you can find it in the Google Play Store, and you can find it in the Apple Store as well. And you know, every now and then we come out with new features and stuff like that. So we're constantly trying to figure out ways to improve the applications. The Music Trail app is going to be launched on June the 9th, and they'll be unveiled at our Rockabilly Festival this year. Rockabilly Week is, I think it's like June the 5th through June the 10th. Lots of stuff going on that week. Definitely want to come check us out during that week because there's so much going on. Really cool stuff from McNary Idol competitions to slug burger eating contests, live music, fireworks. Just every day something's going on. You know, free movies, all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely check us out during Rockabilly Week and come see us.